Hello, how you guys doing? This is Wednesday Bible study night. My name is Apostle Ela. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hello to TikTok, Instagram. Hello to Facebook, and hello to each one of you guys on social media platform. And we got Facebook, YouTube. We thank God for each and every one of you guys that have been following me and subscribing to my videos. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that have been ordering, going to my website and ordering. We're still getting orders out. Thank you so very, very much for all your financial support. Guys, let me tell you something. I also want to thank you guys that still, in spite of my birthday had passed, you guys still were cash happy and trying to support Apostle Ela. T. Carter, first one in there. All right, Scorpio. Then we got Aries, Truronda came in. Come on now. We ready for it tonight. This is Wednesday. Y'all know it's road opening night. I thank God for each and every one of you guys that continuously and faithfully support Apostle Ela. I appreciate how God has really been expanding our territory, the Jabez prayer, enlarging your territory. Thank you so much. And as you guys come in, post your zodiac sign. What you say? Dante says on time, Capricorn. All right. AD, Gemini. Come on here, somebody. All right, Ashley Dawkins. All right, how you doing, sweetheart? Hey, Gemini, good to see you so much. All right, hello, Sammy, number one. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys are posting your zodiac as we get ready to get started tonight. Y'all know this is Mercury as above, so below. I got some information I want to share with you guys that I know that will help you guys. It's the shirt for me. Thank you, Dante. That's a compliment come from Mr. Style Man. All right, I seen your pictures with T. Carter. Y'all did that. Y'all went too far. Y'all went too far. I'm just dealing with a rapper. Oh, okay. Now let me say this, guys. Let me explain something to you guys. As you post your zodiac sign, we're here tonight to get information, to grow, to develop, and to allow ourselves to get into a space and a place where we can actually grow in spirituality. Now, let me say this as well. My beliefs are deeply rooted in African traditions. And what I mean by that is that I understand I know where Christianity came from. It came out of Egypt. And a lot of the belief systems that we see today are always a bite off of some type of African tradition that has been going on for thousands upon thousands of years. So I want to say this, thank you as well. As you guys are chiming in, post your zodiac sign. Let me know where you're from. I appreciate that as well. Thank you so very much. All right. Jocelyn. All right. Sagittarius in the house. All right. Jackie Wilson. Taurus. All right. Thank you so much. Let me tell you, let me say this, guys. Make sure you guys have some elderberry. Mother Susan done slid in. Jelly Sweets, how you doing? Gemini in the house, Gainesville, Florida. All right now. Thank you so much. We got Taurus from Houston, Texas. Thank you so much for doing that. That's all I ask. Show me some love. Scorpio from Kentucky. That's all. Come on, y'all. It's Wednesday. It's hump day. Happy hump day. If you ain't happy hump till you get there. Huh? Let's see what's going on. All right. We got Kim. Oh, what? Wait a minute. We got Angie Parks. We got Sagittarius. And did I just see Kim Pendleton, Gemini in the house? All right now. Let's get with it on tonight. Just want to show some love before we get started tonight. Let me tell y'all something. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing when you grow and you develop it spiritually. And so when you get into voodoo, if you get into Santeria or Christianity, you don't allow religion of any sort to hinder the spirituality that you bring to the table. This is why I oftentimes go back to universal laws, because if you understand that everything is energy, then you would understand why it is important to identify your energy. That's why I say hello to Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. All four elements: air, fire, earth, and water. Some people talk about ether. That's spirit. I want to share this tonight, and I think that a lot of you guys, I'm burning my 7 chakra incense. Very elevated incense. All right, brother Johnny. Mwah. We love you. All right, Tanya Whitehead, Taurus in the house. Thank you for joining us. We got some earth signs, we got some air signs, we got some fire signs, and some water signs. Now, I'm a fire sign, Sagittarius. My moon is in Aries, another fire element. But my rising sign is in Pisces, which is a water sign. That's where a lot of my psychic abilities come. Hello, friend, to you as well. Thank you for being with us. Guys, post your zodiac. Thank you so much. Now, okay. Oh, Virgo. Thank you, Virgo. I appreciate that. My mom's a Virgo. All right. And let me tell y'all something. The more you understand energy, the more you understand people's temperament, the more you understand how to function in this life and then enjoy your life. All right, Aquarius. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. All right. Now, here we go. We want to talk about tonight. I'm be real with y'all. Y'all know I keep it real. Sometimes I keep it 1,000. All right. All right, where's my card? Here it is. These are the cards that I read from. The 72 names of God. Okay? These are the cards. All right, Libra. Tarot. I don't know, no, baby. No. This 72 names of God. I got some demons. Not the ones you accustomed to. We're going to talk about some of that tonight. I appreciate you posting that, though. I appreciate that. Because I know you ain't got nothing better else to do. Because I know you got so much going on in your life that you got time to come over here and post that. So, you know. All right. So, I want to talk about manifesting your crown king. And I want to talk about this because we hear so oftentimes people calling people kings. Hey, king. And you know, especially in our culture, we take it to the hill, you know. And one of the things that I come from a spiritual basis and understanding energy and why it's so important to understand energy. And when you are labeling yourself or you get into these ATRs. All right, Sagittarius, thank you for joining us. The reason why you want to identify. All right, Kimberly, Simpson, Gemini. The reason why you want to understand that whether you're a Taurus, whether you're a Virgo, or whether you're a Sagittarius, or whether you're a Capricorn, because that's the energy you come in. I don't care what candle you work with. I don't care what incense you burn. I don't care what prayer you pray. Psalm 23, you're going to bring your own energy. And you need to understand that energy and how that energy manifests. Thank you so much, brother. I almost forgot my cash app. Thank you. He on post. Now, the reason why this is important, and I want to talk about this because I'm not here to step on no toes. I'm here to just give you the real knowledge, the real understanding, and have a better understanding before you call yourself a queen, before you call yourself a king, before you call yourself an apostle, a prophet, a tata, a voodoo assant, before you call yourself a bokor. Understand the responsibility that go along with these titles. When you say you're a real man, people expect certain things. When you say you're a real woman, people expect certain things because that's what you're labeling yourself as. Remember, a lot of times people get upset about stuff not because of the fact that somebody did something to them, but people get to challenge them for what they're saying. Thank you for sharing my live. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Share the live. I appreciate that. I thank you so much for sharing the live. All right, there go my other Gemini. Now, Kiki. All right, Fiona, Aquarius. Y'all in the house tonight. Make sure you guys are liking up under that video. Now, let's get with it. Now, Daniel, the 2nd chapter, the 21st verse. Now, think about this. Possible to manifest energies from other signs. Each have their own strength. Exactly. But we all are consistent of all signs. We just, our chemistry, our combinations are different. But our sun sign is the energy that we project to the world. Our moon sign is the energy that we project to those that are close to us. But what's up, Prisco? Prisco came out to help me, y'all, today. I had so much stuff on my truck today. Those that do not know, I'm a UPS driver, but we're here for it. I want you to understand from an energetic perspective, when you're trying to manifest your crown as a king, you need to understand why you need to understand energy. When you're calling something, calling yourself something, there is a responsibility. This shirt, nice. Thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all know Sad's coming in with it. All right, Mr. Johnny. All right. Now, Daniel, the 2nd chapter, verse 21 says, and he changes the time. We're just talking about the Lord, right? And the seasons. He removeth kings and he setteth up kings. He giveth wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. I want you to understand something. It is God that gives knowledge, wisdom, understanding, gives it is God that makes somebody a king or makes somebody a queen. A lot of times in these trends, people just go around throwing titles. And let me explain this, what I mean by this. When you label yourself something, energetically you bring in the responsibility of that title. When you call yourself a prophet, you bring in the trials of the prophet. When you call yourself a voodoo or son, you bring in that. All right, Lexis Taylor, thank you for joining us, baby. When you label yourself something, remember this, I'm just being honest with you. This ain't somebody bringing something on you. When you speak something out of your mouth and you label thyself, you cover your own person with this label. I'm a preacher, I'm a teacher, I'm this, I'm that. You're bringing the energy into your space. And then what happens is now you begin to get tried by those same energies or titles that you place on your life. A lot of you guys said that the devil is on your track trying to turn you back, or people are attacking you, and people. No, it is the things that you have decreed on your own life that got you getting tried. Some of you guys, if you are not anointed by God to operate in a certain office or in a certain gift. All right, Michelle, my Libra here. I'm going to give you some wisdom tonight. You can take it, don't take it. At the end of the day, I can defend my office. I can defend the titles that are on my name. I've been doing this for years. I'm telling some of you guys that get out here and want accolades from people. You start putting certain titles behind your name. Self-accountability. Learn some. Yes. Make sure that before you say something about yourself, that is truly in your energy, in your makeup, and in your structure. So therefore, you can defend what you say you are. Okay? That's all I'm saying. I'm also saying that it is God that gives a man or woman a gift, a title, or a position. It is not a fad. It is not something you go to the mall and buy and say, I'm an apostle today. I watch people go around, and because they see somebody else doing it and they determine what they figure, well, I'm better than them, or I got more money than them. So if they're an apostle, if they're a voodoo or something, if they're a mambo, if they're a tata, then I can be one too. I got more people following me than them. Baby. Okay. Brother Mario, I turned the heat on in my house. It's kicking. I done got elevated. Turn that back on, make it cold. I said, God, I'm getting more hotter than I thought. I was cold when I came in, but I ain't cold no more. I need the cool on. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Listen, when you are out here calling your husband a king, and he is in your house. All right, Aaron, what's up? My other Cancer. When you call your husband a king, remember he need a kingdom. Okay? A lot of you guys are out here just putting labels on yourself. You calling yourself seers and oracles and tarot readers. Hey, if that's what you is, the gift is there. More power to you. All right? Thank you so much for the love. Lakeisha, there you go. Now, I want to, Hosea, the 8th chapter, verse 4. It says this Hosea, 8th chapter, verse 4. They have set up kings, but not by me. They have made princes, and I knew it not. Of their silver and of their gold, they have made them idols, and that they may be cut off. Sir, ma'am, don't be out here calling your man a king, and you know he stayed with his mama. Come on here, somebody. Get out of the habit of thinking that you are being because no, let me say y'all this. A lot of people compliment other people to get a compliment back. I remember somebody said, "Oh my God, Sam, you look so good. You look the same." I did not return that compliment. I said, "Oh, thank you so very much." Because they didn't look the same, and they didn't look. That's not me being arrogant. A lot of you guys say stuff to people, especially women. Hey, beautiful, when you don't think she's beautiful. Hey, sexy, when you don't think they're sexy. Stop placing labels and energy on people to get a response from them about you. I don't care if somebody think I'm a king or not. I don't care if somebody think I'm an apostle or not. It is God that gives the gift. It is God that gives the talent. When I tell you guys, a lot of times Y'all not being nice. You're not being cordial, or you're not being encouraging when you tell people things that just ain't true. You're placing things on your son, calling your daughter certain things that they are not walking into. I had one of my classmates tell me, she's like, hey, Sam, oh my God, you look the same. She said, I look the same. And I really do. But y'all, her whole head was white as snow. I almost didn't recognize her. It may seem like I'm being mean, but I know energy. There's no sense of me saying something to somebody that just ain't true. Huh? It ain't no sense of, because we got to get out, because we got to remember, we are spirit and we are passing energy on people, places, and things by labeling them things that are not. So when they start having trials or they start being tested, then they can't stand those trials and tests. Then they feel like somebody is doing something to them. No, you say you're a queen. You got to run that. You say you're a king. You got to run that. You say you're a tata. You say you're an apostle. You say that's what you say. You the one got to stand behind all that, sir. You got to stand behind all that, ma'am. Exactly. You're wasting your own energy. There are people out here that cannot manifest their crown. They cannot manifest their kingdom because they don't have one. How can you operate? And let me tell y'all something. Even when David was anointed king, he did not go around calling himself a king because he was not there yet. I'm going to say that again. David was anointed king in replacement of Saul, but Saul was still sitting on the throne and wearing the crown. Even if you have an anointing, even if you have an appointment, it is not your due season to be out here vocalizing, putting on business card, something, unless you have already arrived at and you are in position. If you ain't a shot caller, you are not a king. If you are not a shot caller, you are not a queen. If you are taking orders, you are a servant. Sir, ma'am? Ma'am, sir? Because I want you to grow. And the only way you're going to grow, that's why some of y'all won't listen to the kings or the queens or the tatas or the mumbos or the voodoo or sons, because you think you on a level and you ain't there yet. Even if you will have the gift, you ain't there yet. Even if you've been anointed like David was, you still ain't sitting on the throne and the crown is not upon thy head. That's real talk. That is real talk. And this is why as a Capricorn, this is why as a Gemini, this is why as a Taurus, this is why as an Aries, you need to know enough about you and what is your purpose and destiny. And so you can walk authentically in what God has called you into. So therefore, if you are being challenged by people, places, or things, you can stand your ground. 2022 is about being able to move in the blessings in spaces and places. And you need to know, if you are a queen, and if you got to be like the Queen of Sheba. She was able to walk in the kingdom of Solomon. How you going to call that man a king and he ain't got nowhere to stay? How you want to call y'all out here calling yourself, and this is what get me. A lot of you guys get upset with women. They looking at your profile, you got king this, you got king that, but you ain't got nowhere to stay. Where's your kingdom, king? Esther, the 1st chapter, verse 20. It says, and when the king decrees, which he shall make, shall be published throughout all his empire. For it is great, and all the wives shall give to thee their husband honor, both to the great and to the small. I'm going to say this, young man. I'm going to say this, young lady. If your voice, when you speak, and if nobody ain't listening, that's a problem. The Bible says, my sheep know my voice, and a stranger they will not follow. If you are the king of your house, you the boss of your house, and your voice does not have authority to move throughout that whole kingdom, that whole empire, bruh, you ain't running that. If your voice does not make an impact, you are not the king of that castle. Now, there may be a crown in there, but it ain't yours. If your voice does not have the impact to run through your kingdom, then that ain't your kingdom. That ain't your empire. Ain't no sense of playing games. Ain't no sense of putting on fronts. Because what gonna happen when she get mad with you, she gonna tell you. If you ain't a queen, when he get mad with you, he gonna tell you. So before you get into an argument or disagreement, and this is what I'm talking about spiritually, don't be out here, y'all. Don't be out here trying to rush into this spiritual thing. Let God groom you into this stuff and allow him to move you into position when it's your season and your time. The reason why I have not been moved is because I'm in my season and I'm in my time. People come in and they can get mad with, you can't take my crown off my head because you didn't give it to me. You cannot go out and talk about me and say he ain't a man of God. It don't bother me. You can't go out and say, oh, well, because I don't fool with him no more. He ain't no king. You don't make me or break me. I understand that. Proverbs 16:10. We almost done. It says, a divine sentence is in the lips of the king. His mouth must not transgress, not in judgment. A king needs to be honest. A king needs to have integrity. A king needs to have substance. And he needs to be ruling like King Solomon ruled with wisdom. A lot of y'all claim, because I'm going to tell you something. A lot of you say, oh, Apostle, you a king. You don't do what I say. And then when I exercise my judgment over your life, you get mad with me. If you thought I was a king and you was in my kingdom, why would you get upset with my judgment? Because I want you to understand something. When it comes energetically, spirits do not care if you don't think I'm who I say I am. They're going to defend my crown. Spirits are going to defend my office. That's what they were assigned to do. And if you are truly who you say you are, then your spirit, your ancestors, your forces, your Loas will defend your crown. If you've been crowned Shango, you've been crowned Oshun, if you've been mounted by Ezeli, Dontor, then guess what? They will defend you. But the problem is a lot of you have not been crowned. A lot of you have allowed other people to crown you and tell you something, and you didn't get that from the divine. Because the authority that I have is divine. My crown came from the matriarchs. I'll tell you that much. You cannot. Let me show y'all this. I want y'all to look at that. Look at this real good. Y'all see that snake? This comes out of, it's a seal. And look on top of that snake's head. That's a crown. I want y'all to look at this in TikTok world. Y'all see that right there? Look on top of his head. There's a crown on his head. Every snake ain't the same. A king snake is not like any other snake. When you're dealing with spirits and when you're dealing with forces that have been crowned and they have certain authorities. Remember in the Bible when the scripture was talking about Daniel and he was talking, and the angel told him that the prince of Persia and the prince of Greece, those were prince. This is a king. This is what they call a seal, a sigil. And we work with, and I've been working with this since I was 13 years old. The spirits I work with have crowns on their head. I don't work with any type of forces. And this is why some of you guys be like, oh, Pastor Eli, I want you to pray for me to get Tyrone. I'm not going to pray for you. I'm not going to call on those hierarchy spirits for you to get a job at McDonald's. No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to go on my website, order you some incense and some candles, and then you're going to burn that. Okay? I'm going to show y'all another one. This is out of the, cobra is the only snake that can meditate. Come on here, somebody. And that's why the Egyptians had the symbol of the cobra on their head. This is the Goeda. I'm going to show y'all this book. Listen, do not go out here and buy this book. If you don't know what you're doing, this is how a lot of people get messed up. But do what you do. I want y'all to look at this right here. This is the name of God, Shikam Farask, right? That's the name of God right there. And that particular spirit has a crown on his head. He rules over that divine name, right? And it's Baal, right? Not Baal, Baal. That's the name of that spirit, right? That spirit. Now, when you call in spirits of that nature, I'm going to show y'all too, because I forgot. This is Shikam Farask. That's the divine name right there of God. This is the spirit. See the crown on his head? That's Baal right here. That's what he looks like, okay? When a man or woman is crowned divinely, they have a court of spirits that work with them. All these people out here talking about their crown, then manifest your crown, baby. Manifest your kingdom. The Bible said the kingdom of God is with you. Then don't argue with people about who you are. Show them. Call your royal court into session and then send them out. When you are here and you messing with people and you think that you're in the arena with certain people and that you can deal with certain people and they're in a total different positioning spiritually. That's how a lot of you guys get messed up, because you're not a king or a queen. You may be a duke. You may be a prince or a princess. There's hierarchy in this thing. You got seraphims. You got cherubims. You got thrones. You got dominion. You got principalities. You understanding? Messing with the whole team. I know that's right. The owner. No, that's not. See, somebody just said, put in here, the only king is Jesus. That is not true. And I'm going to tell you why what he said is not true. Because the Bible said he's the King of Kings. Am I right about it? Does not your Bible say that Jesus is the King of Kings? Didn't your Bible also say that there's 24 elders that wear a crown and they cry holy, holy before the King? Am I talking about it, See, your level of ignorance because you don't have something. Because you don't walk in something. And so therefore you try to dismiss somebody else's. And this is why I tell you guys, when you get out here in these social media platforms, know your stuff. So when people of ignorance step into place, you can give a correction. Because this is what I mean by tradition. Tradition and religion have robbed you guys out of so much. Thank you so much. I take that. I take that. They said, I apologize. I forgot. Exactly. I want y'all to understand something. I'm not out here preaching another gospel. I'm just giving you a better understanding of that same gospel. I'm giving you a illuminated revelatory. That's what my job is. I'm an apostle. I do revelatory teaching. I give you the insight so you have a better understanding. The divine name that you can call is Adonai Malik. That is Lord my King. Y'all hear me? This is why this is so very important. Because a lot of us do not understand who we are and we don't know how to walk in that. And so therefore, when we see somebody else walking in that light, if it's not something we hear or something we've experienced, then we dismiss it. Have an open mind. Give an opportunity to grow and to develop. Let me explain something. When you go to church, don't you realize that we are out here saying that this God is all powerful, but you don't see all powerful in the church? Where are the miracles? Where are the signs? Where are the wonders? Where are the parting of the seas? Where are the changing of the winds? Are you hearing me? Why nobody can call fire down from heaven? We still got to talk about what they said in the Bible. Where's your proper manifestation? Why can't you summon your royal court? Because you a crown, you a king, you a queen. Summon your guards. When you get into warfare, you got soldiers. Send them out to defend the queen, to defend the king. A lot of y'all with that lip service. You don't have a royal court. You don't have a royal court. You just done put on a title. And now that the trials are coming, you can't take it. Now that the trials are happening, if you come into a space and you're really trying to learn, it says, Proverbs 6:10, it says simply, a divine sentence is in when a king or a queen speaks, that is God. There's a God part of themselves. That is essence. That is divine essence speaking. And it's going to come to pass. Thank you so much for sharing my live. I'm not out here trying to convince nobody of anything because I walk in my authority. I function in my authority. That's why a lot of times I tell some of you guys, it's going to be all right. And you just look at me because you don't know the king's anointing. You don't understand that the words that I just spoke out of my mouth are divine. And it has to turn around. Because the angels that have been given charge concerning me has to bring that to pass. Because that's their job. I don't have to do what a lot of y'all do. But I'm going to say this again. When you're dealing, stop going around here calling everybody a king and queen. Because it's not true. They do not have a divine court. They're not in company with divine spirits. They have spirits, but they don't have crowns on them. I'm going to show you this again. Dambala. I remember my brother-in-law had a dream about me. And he seen this huge gold snake floating in the air with a crown on his head. That was me. And he was trying to touch it. He couldn't touch it. Huh? The wisdom. Serpent represent wisdom. So don't call something evil. I really want y'all to understand. It is so much. They recognize my crown. I know that's right. You don't have, let me tell y'all something. Always remember this as you walking in your spiritual truth. You don't have to beg nobody. But I would encourage many of you guys to get your life together before you go out here trying to serve people. Before you go out here trying to get people to pour into you. Because when that energy comes on your life, it ain't gonna be nobody but you. Ain't nobody gonna be going through that but you. He said, not even Queen Beyonce. She crowned in something. I ain't gonna lie on her. She crowned in something. My thing is this. In spirituality, there's things that are called authority and rules and ranks. I just don't want you guys to be getting out here and telling people that you're something, and then when you're being challenged, you get upset with people. That's not how it's supposed to go. If you're anointed king, even David's own father did not think that he was worthy to be king. Even his own brothers did not think he was worthy to be king. Nobody has to think you worthy to be who God has called you to be. Get a mental health to realize that whatever God has called you to, whether you in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, whatever it is, remember people. It is a personal journey. Stop making your spiritual life and all right, Melissa Scott, thank you so much. Gemini. Stop making your spiritual journey about other people. Understand who crowns people. Understand that God set one up and he bring her down. You cannot bring down David, even though he was anointed king, he did not bring down Saul. God took him out. Huh? Too many of y'all so rare to get into the spotlight that you trying to get rid of your masters, you trying to get rid of your teachers, you trying to get rid of people that's in authority, or they're walking in the forefront. They try to get rid of Nancy Pelosi. See what happened? It didn't work out so well. See how you get shut down? Huh? Queen Elizabeth still queen right to this day. People that's in power and authority, you have no idea how much skill set they really have and what they can really do, and don't even have to leave their house. Phone call, whether spiritually or naturally. Okay? I hope that helped y'all. Stop going around here putting that on your children and your husband. He work at McDonald's. He ain't no king. He ain't even a head cashier at Walmart. He's not no king. Well, David was over sheep. He ain't David. You know it, I know it, and your children know it. Stop the foolery. Stop the foolery. Yes, they may be. Let me explain something to you guys. This is not a put down session. This is trying to get you from bringing that type of energy into your personal space. And then when a lot of you guys try to do your cleansing, that's why it don't work, because you keep calling yourself something that's not on your life. You keep saying something that it is not your season to walk in. I love that Brother Mario kept saying, listen, I'm nobody's preacher. I'm nobody's teacher. He knew it was not his season. When God got ready for him, guess what? It's time for him to answer the call. You understand it? Do not rush out into this. You got plenty of time. If God called you to something, he got the work is there. Huh? He said the laborers are few, but the harvest is ripe. It's plenty of work out here to do. You ain't got to rush into this. Make sure you got yourself together. And it's a beautiful personal journey to talk and walk in authority. Yes, it is gorgeous. Absolutely. It is. I got me a king. All right now. Let me tell y'all something. If you believe a lot of stuff you say out your mouth, then make sure you honor that king. Make sure that his voice He can't be king today and a son of a biscuit tomorrow. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me? He can't be king today and not Burger King tomorrow. Does his voice carry weight? Because everybody in the household know whether that voice carries weight. Y'all hear me? This is real talk. That's why a lot of men don't have confidence, because they're going into relationships with people that are not sufficient. When people come around me, I got my own stuff. I'm not out here calling myself something that I cannot manifest. Okay? All right. If you want me to read for you tonight.
Ashley.
Huh?
Ashley Dawkins.
Ashley Dawkins? Okay. Let me burn some more of this incense. And guys, if you have not ordered this healing incense, we're in a season, a flu season. Make sure you guys are doing your elderberry. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you the stuff I use. Elderberry. I use echinacea. Wait a minute. Where's my bag? I use silver to wipe my face because it kills a lot of bacteria. Burn frankincense and myrrh. Smoke your... Let me tell y'all something. My son was telling me as soon as he touched down in California that he started getting sick and feeling crazy. And as soon as he lit that healing incense, it lifted. It's real out here. It's spirits out here operating through viruses. And if you don't have protection, it'll take you down. And if you don't watch it, it'll take you out. Okay? I'm going to do this first reading for Gemini, Ashley the Gemini. When you don't respect the authority of a man of God or a woman of God, it's a reflection on yourself. Andrew Jones, hey, how you doing? God bless you as well. I may make this look easy, but it's not. Being able to break curses is not easy. And let me say this to you guys. I have broken so many curses off of witches, other spells that have been done through voodoo, obeah work, from other practitioners that done placed it on other people. I want to know if I have the power to break curses or hexes and jinx off of people that has been placed on by professional practitioners. If I curse you, how you gonna break it? Who you gonna run to? When the witch run to me? Who you gonna run to when the root man run to me? I want you to make that make sense. When the hoodoo man come for my help. When the Santeria lady come to my help for my help. Don't play with my anointing, okay? Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark, bring it to the light. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light concerning Ashley, the Gemini. Ashley. Eba sanderiosaya. Eredioso rabashaya. Rabanderiosa anderediokese. Ash ebanderiokosaya. Rabasanderiokosaya. Ineriokose. Ashley, when you're using your spiritual books, make sure you guys, yeah, it's right on my website. All you gotta do is go on my website and order it. When you go, when you guys get these books right here, let me say this. These books carry spirits, right? You need to place them in a specific place. If you're gonna get stuff like this and you got your spiritual tool, you need to be able to wrap that stuff up, because these books attract these spirits and mess around and get your house tore up. Don't be just bringing stuff in your house and you can't control. I always been taught, do not call up anything you can't put down. Don't summon anything in your space you can't cast out. And then you might, Apostle E to come and pray in my house. Not for free. Not for free. Oregano. Thank you. Thank you. Oregano is also, it's a natural antibiotic. Hear these words which I speak. Show me that which is in the dark concerning Ashley Dawkins. Ashley. Ebasa. Woo. Ashley Dawkins, the Gemini. What is it that this Gemini needs to pay attention to? What is it that this Gemini needs to be paying attention to? All right. Ashley the Gemini. Sharing the flame. Sharing the light. The first card. This is our first card. It's Mem Lamed Hay. I take this name with me out into the real world so that I can share the light with friends. This is talking about doing the work of an evangelist. She got carrying the good news. Family and the entire family of humankind. I envision openings and opportunities in the world for global dissemination of this ancient wisdom. I ask for the strength to walk the talk. I know that this name arises the forces of immortality, which is youth and joy in the world. I must expect and demand nothing less. Ashley, this is focusing on sharing the good news, sharing your light, sharing what you are being illuminated. This is what's going on. This is your shadow reading. This is your first card by being Gemini, your communication skills. And I'm going to say this to Ashley Dawkins. Don't always expect people to understand what is coming to you. You have to process that, and sometimes you have to feel it out yourself and then allow the spirit to guide you so you will know exactly what to do. But in this card is saying that ask for strength to walk out what you have in your mind. Being able to manifest, know the responsibility of what you're asking for. Your middle card, Ashley, is talking about heaven on earth. This is our middle card. It is Yud Zion Lamed. He said, I ignite the light of the Messiah with the here coming again. It's coming up again in your read. I ignite the light of the Messiah within myself, within others. This is so Gemini. And throughout the planet. The concept of heaven on earth becomes conceivable and achievable. Things that you thought that you knew that was real. You knew, but you didn't necessarily know how to manifest it. Can you shed some light my way? All right, Leo. I got you, baby. Love you. Always will be. Ash, this is right here. Like basically, you've been dealing with magic, but now you're going to have a better understanding. And then because you have a better understanding, you're going to be a better witness. And then you're going to know what to say to certain people and what not to say. Remember, everything, you cannot give all of your light. You have to share light. Okay, you got to share light. Sunlight is information. You have to share information for people that are open to that information. People that are not open for that information, you cannot share that information with them. You got to learn, know when to hold them, when to fold them. Then your outcome card is memories. This is our outcome card. Sagittarius. Va Shin Resh. The power of memory arises in my consciousness. Lessons of life are deeply ingrained in my being. Once again, Ashley, this is all a internal reading for you. This is talking about you going through your transformation, having an understanding. And if you have confidence in yourself, then certain things won't matter to you as much. A lot of times when you're talking, you want people to accept exactly what you're saying. A lot of things I share with people, that light don't come on in their life until many years later. Sometimes many months later, sometimes the next day. But the point is, it ain't for you to turn the light on. It's for them. Remember, some things I was telling you, you didn't see it. But now that the light on, it makes all the sense in the world, okay? You're welcome. Someone said, thank you for the knowledge. Then you're quite so welcome. Is there anybody else? Okay, good. All right, guys. Thank you so very, very much. I resonate with that reading as well. Yeah, the information is universal. That's why we call it universal laws. But when you have a personal reading, because a lot of times when people don't really understand that it's about you really understanding who you are. And then a lot of times we so big, especially if we get illuminated and we come into certain truth, we try to share too much with too. If people not ready for certain things, it just ain't time. You know what I'm saying? Certain things I teach, I'm not expecting everybody just to, like, when I teach something that they're going to say, oh my God, I get it. Some people will, but some people won't. And it's okay. That's why I like how the young lady, gentleman, I can't remember who it was, but the person that said there was only one king. And then when I did the correction, they accepted that. I love that because guess what? In growth, you got to be able to correct. That's how you grow. And it's like, not that they didn't know it, but they didn't think about it because at the time they just thinking, well, no, there ain't but one king. No, it is many kings. And there are many voices in the earth. There are many gods. We're children of the Most High. That means there's other gods like us. Okay? Good evening to you, Quartz Queen 3. Thank you so much. When I share information, remember this. The light may not come on today. You're quite so welcome. The light may not come on. I am an apostle. I am of the highest order of my particular practice. Okay? I don't expect you to get everything. I also know that I ain't sharing everything. So I'm not expecting, but I try to make things simple and simplistic so that you can get the fundamental truths where no matter what you practicing in, that you can glean from that and grow and become a better version of yourself if you understand energy. I want y'all guys to stop putting labels on people and places because you're bringing certain trials in their life because that energy is not on their life. They were not anointed king. They were not anointed queen. They were not. You may be a great businesswoman. You may be a great administrator. You may be a master yoga instructor. You may be a lot of things, but you may never rule over a group of people. Where we got to understand, we can't just be saying stuff. We got to know the responsibility of what we saying. So when people are growing and developing, they know, okay, once I say this, once I decree this about myself, I got to take ownership of this. I got to take responsibility of that. I'll do it for you. Lexis Taylor. Hear these words which I speak. She's a Leo. Hear these words which I speak. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Show me what is going on in the dark concerning Lexis Taylor, the Leo. Ebasa. Rabashediokosa. Hear these words. What is it that this Leo needs to be focused on? What is it that this Leo, what is it that this Leo Esha needs to be focused on? Woo. I'm going to tell you right now, baby, I feel your heart. Lexus the Leo, I feel your heart heavy. Let me share this with you. Your first card is miracle making. This is your first card. This is our first card, the Leo. Samek Yud Tet. It says, I free myself from all selfish envy, anger, self-pity. By rejecting these negative temptations, I am free to invoke this name, thereby igniting the power of miracles in my life. A healing needs to take place. A cleansing needs to take place. Removing the residue of hurt, disappointment, lack of encouragement, lack of support in certain areas. But this is talking about focusing on what it is going to take to bring you to a place where you can receive the miracles that God got for you. And when you hear the word miracle from my mouth, miracles are something that happens to defy nature. Something that is supposed to go one way, that's how it's supposed to go. But because of God's power, you maybe were supposed to stay down, or you're supposed to maybe have struggled, but God intervened and he turned it around. This is what this is talking about. Then your middle card, which is talking about your present life. It's your middle card is self-esteem. The word is hey. That's the divine name. With this divine energy in this sequence of letters, I connect to the power of the ancient high priest of the temple to heal all areas of my life. Didn't I tell you a little earlier you need healing? It said all areas of my life, including health problems, financial difficulties, and relationship conflicts. Lexus, look at this. Baby, before you go to bed, make sure you read Psalm 23 and 27.
Angie.
Okay. And your outcome card, Lexus, the Leo, the lead mem bet. It says, I am aware of the divine sparks in every person. Their true essence is awakened in my heart. I become wiser in the ways of the world. That means something. What's going to happen? What's happening is that you're going to become wiser. You're going to become more observant, and you're going to start understanding who people really are and the energy that they bring. And you're going to be able to make a decision. Now look at the rest of this. Is I become wiser in the ways of the world. I perceive the repercussion of my every word and deed. And I know that sharing acts towards others are always in my best interest, my own best interest. This is saying, as you learn to give and do unto others, they will do unto you. But you got to remember, that comes from God. When you share your heart and you do certain things and you do stuff from your heart from people, know that God gonna bless that. Never make it about the people that you bless, because it don't have to be the same people that you bless to bless you back. Read Psalms, what it cut out. What's it? Read Psalm 23 and 20. Burn triple threat incense for me, Mario. And Angie wants to read it? Okay. Mario, triple threat. And Angie, a reading? Okay. Sag. All right. Jocelyn.
She said 20, yes.
That's another Sagittarius. All right now. Silent reading. Okay. Sag. All right. Lexus said, I am. All right, sweetheart. Be encouraged. Let me burn some more of this incense. Hey, guys, if you're on TikTok, remember you can always go to my, your moon is Sag. All right there, baby. I know that's right. If you need to go to my YouTube, I'm still flowing on YouTube. I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I see all the people on there, but it only show one person. Angie the Sagittarius. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. That which is in the dark concerning Angie the Sagittarius. Angie the Sagittarius. Angie the Sagittarius. What's in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. What is it that this Sagittarius needs to know? What is it that this Sag needs to know? What is it that this Sag needs to know? Yeah. What is it that Sag needs to know? Here we go, Angie. Sagittarius. Money blessing. Burn that money blessing. Blessing. Self-esteem, Angie, Sagittarius. Shadow. Want to focus on your self-esteem, building yourself up. Hey. As a Sagittarius, normally we are very confident people. But as you get healed, you're going to find your self-esteem rising higher and higher, and you tolerating less and less and less. It says, with the divine energy of this sequence of letters, I am connected to the power of the ancient high priest of the temple to heal all areas of my life, including health problems, financial difficulties, and relationship conflicts. When you get a chance, you need to get that triple threat. Did she already get that or did? Then here, your middle card, oh my goodness, is farewell to arms. This is our middle card. Those that are on the TikTok, follow me on my YouTube account. And subscribe, please, if you do not mind. Mem bet hey. Just as the light of a bulb banishes darkness from a room, conflict on every scale, between people arguing about parking lots, between nations arguing about oil fields, is brought to a peaceful end throughout the light of this name. Angie, this is talking about conflict around you. Things are going on, but this is also talking about peace in the middle of a storm. This is what's going on right now. You need to do Psalm 25 tonight. And then your outcome card is recapturing the sparks. This is talking about restoration for her. It says, Yud Lamed Yud. Shards of light are drawn out of the destruction entity that reside within my being. Their life force is cut off and I am replenished with divine energy. This is a season of restoration for you, Angie. Life grows brighter each and every day as billions of sacred sparks return to my soul. This is going to be, let me tell you something. Going into the new year, Angie, this is going to be a restoration time for you. You're going to feel more of your real, authentic self. You're going to feel more stronger, more confident, more powerful, more certain about life. A lot of times being wishy-washy, that ain't really Sagittarius, but you're going to find yourself being more confident, knowing what you want, knowing how to go about it. This is a great outcome card for a Sag. Thank you. Sending love and light and blessings your way. I appreciate you too, baby. Thank you for letting me read you in the open. This energy is so strong in here. Because I got these books up here. Where's my church is located in Fort Pierce, Florida. But it's on my website has my location of my church. But I'm in Fort Pierce, Florida. But thank you for asking, darling. You're welcome, darling. Angie the Sagittarius. Now we're going to do reading for Jocelyn the Sagittarius. Jocelyn. Mario.
Yeah.
Could you do get me some of that Yoruba Santa over there? Thank you. I forgot. I'm not in my regular spot, y'all. Hear these words which I speak as I call to thee, that which is in the dark. Show me what is going on with Jocelyn, the Sagittarius. Jocelyn, the Sagittarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light of my eyes. Show me what is going on. What is it that this Sagittarius needs to be focused on? What is Jocelyn? Hey, Basha! Nedi Osaya. What is Jocelyn, the Sagittarius, need to be focused on? Jocelyn Sagittarius, they want you focused on your finances. I heard money. She need to be focused on her money. Jocelyn the Sagittarius. That which is in the dark, bring it to the light. Show me what is going on with this Sagittarius. All right, Jocelyn, Sag. Let's see what's going on with this Sagittarius. This is your first card, Jocelyn the Sagittarius. It is looks can kill, protection from the evil eye. Jocelyn, your first card is talking about protection, doing protection work. If you're doing protection, you need to do some stronger protection work. There's some stuff that you need to be getting. Because this is talking about evil eye, and that's what's in the dark. You need one of these bracelets from my website, Blue Tiger Eye. It's $60 donation. And then if you want me to bless it on my altar, send me an additional offering. But it says, Aleph Lamed Daled. My own potential to cast the evil eye at others is diminished. And a shield of positive energy surrounds me, providing protection from negative glances, looks of envy, and mean-spirited intention of others. Let me say this, Jocelyn and Sagittarius, you don't want to operate in the same frequency of people that's sending that energy out to you, because this is talking about dealing with evil eye, people being mean-spirited. This is people intentionally trying to deviate from what you're trying to do. This right here, then your middle card is this right here. Sagittarius, it says speaking the right words. Now you know we need help with that. Before you open up your mouth, Sag, make sure that your words be guided by wisdom. Okay? It says, Yud, Zion. I silence my ego. I push the mute button. Now I call upon the light to speak on my behalf. This is basically talking about you praying, letting God, letting spirit, letting ancestors take the wheel on my behalf on all occasions, so that my every word elevates my soul and all existence. You don't want to end up in the mud. In other words, you don't want, when Samson went to destroy the Philistine for the last time, you don't want to bring the whole house down on your enemies and yourself. You don't want to do that. You need to understand Psalm 23, Psalm 27. You need guidance and allow God to do that. You're not in the mix, your hand in the cookie jar when things go to happening, okay? Put the mute button on and let the spirit fight your battle. Jocelyn, your next card, your outcome card. I love this outcome card. It talks about miracle making. Your outcome card for Sagittarius. It says Samek Yud Tet. It said, I free myself from all selfishness, envy, anger, self-pity. By rejecting these negative temptations, I am free. And you know we believe in freedom to invoke this name, thereby igniting the power of miracles in my life. All I'm going to tell you like this. You're grown. You do what you want to do. If you keep operating in the spirit, in the frequency, especially with citrine or high vibrational energy, and not getting on their level, not allowing them to bring your vibe down, not allowing them to hinder your state of mind and what you believe in God for, you will end up accomplishing your goal. If you get into the mud with them, you're going to come up dirty. They say if you lay down with dogs, you're going to come up with fleas. Use the wisdom of your prior experiences to make sure that you make the right decision going into 2022. Okay? All right, guys. That's over now. Thank you so much for each and every one of you guys that stayed with me. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Thank you, some Mass. Thank you as well. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Make sure you like the video. Okay? Thank you. Yes, I do. Actually, in my consultations, that's what I do. I do astrology reading in my consultation on my website. Those are my consultations are $150, but I do those readings. I do. All right, guys. Thank you so much. All right, TikTok. Thank you. I want to thank Lexus, the Leo, Maz. Thank you so much. Andrew, Angie. Thank you so much. Jocelyn. Thank you so much. Mario, the Capricorn. Andrew Jones. I think that's Harriet's son. Not mistaken. Thank you so much. Ashley Dawkins. Where's Jay? Lexus. I said that. Gorgeous. Melissa Scott. Aaron. My Cancer. T. Carter. Scorpio. Mother Susan Gemini. Kimberly Dawkins. Cancer. Kimberly Simpson Gemini. Brother Johnny Cancer. We pray his healing. We talk Michelle the Libra, thank you so much. Kim Pendleton, Gemini. Jay Prisco, he ain't probably make him tell me what his zodiac sign. Then we got Keish CJ, the Queen is our Gemini. Tanya Whitehead, thank you, darling, the Taurus. Thank y'all for complimenting my jelly sweets. She be on the money with me. I appreciate that. Dante, the Capricorn. All right, Trina, the Aries. I think did I get everybody? All right. All right, guys. God bless.